My dear brothers and sisters, greetings of the 76th Independence Day and the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. With high spirits and exuberance, let me share with you a few thoughts on freedom. This day is the reminder of the sacrifices of our valiant freedom fighters who stood up against colonizers and even suffered brutal harassments so that the later generation could breathe in free air. My thoughts first turn to Mahatma Gandhi, the man behind our struggles for freedom and the martyrs who made the supreme sacrifices for our country's liberty. Just think of the flashback and the times when the mothers sacrificed their sons, when the children lost their parents, where blood was engraved on our country's battlefields and people were treated inhumanly. Let's all hold our hands together and bow before all those heroes who fought valiantly to gift a generation full of freedom. What they gave us by abdicating their lives was a freedom which gives importance to equality, fraternity, and justice for all. Our Mother India is a land where the memories of Subhash Chandra Bose, who said, "Give me blood and I will give you freedom," Mahatma Gandhi, who came out from the elaborate Gujarati attire to a simple dhoti and a shawl to identify himself with the poor, and Bhagat Singh, who received death with a smile for the nation, are still kept alive. Their aim was not only to gain independence, but to have free and a new India. It's a high time to assess on this 75th anniversary of independence how far their beautiful dreams have been realized on our Indian soil. Though we look ahead confidently with optimism, the signs of our times are very much disturbing and depressing. Violence and crime have become part of the day. The gap between the rich and poor is sadly widening ever more in spite of several welfare schemes. My dear friends, we should not forget the fact that caste system, religious fanaticism, communalism, and poverty, which are implicitly promoted by the selfish political leaders, are eating away our society. We live in a time surrounded by the lamentations of a number of people who have sunk to the bottom of poverty, even unable to breastfeed their children. We all should ask ourselves whether freedom is a right for all. As the wind of injustice passes and the question of what is true freedom remains without satisfactory answer, a great example of freedom and justice come to light from the Bible. In the image of a Renaissance heroine who eradicated fear and pride and displayed the freedom in hearing the word of God, making a sacrifice, taking responsibilities, and bearing the cost of love, is none other than Blessed Virgin Mary, our Holy Mother. What is freedom? Freedom is not the license to do whatever one feels like. Freedom is the right to do something that needs to be done. Freedom is a realization that others also have the same right to live as I do. In the growth to freedom, Mother Mary gives each one of us a formula. Do as He says. Do as He says. Yes, my dear brothers, the fragrance of the real freedom is experienced when we love our neighbor as ourselves, when we let others live. I conclude my thoughts on freedom with the saying of Mahatma Gandhi, "You cannot change the people, you must be the change that you wish to see in the people. You cannot change the people, you must be the change that you wish to see in the people." Thank you. Jai Hind.